The following program contains valuable safety information for people living, working, and playing in areas near the former H. Smart Field Air Base. The actions shown here do not depict any actual event, but demonstrate proper steps to take in the unlikely case dangerous materials are found. The actors in this program volunteered their time. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Savannah District, produced this program as a community safety feature.
Hi, I'm Frank Malloy. You may recognize me from doing the news on 13 WMAZ television. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the community we live in, Bibb County. There are many things in our community we certainly can be proud of, landmarks, businesses, parks, and of course our schools. But there's also a lot of history associated with our town that you may not be aware of. For example, did you know that the Herbert Smart Airport played a vital role in shaping our town and its economy, going all the way back to the beginning of World War II? By the way, do you know who Herbert Smart was? He played a very important role in the development of Macon, our city. He was the mayor of Macon back in the 1930s when Franklin Roosevelt was president. He played an important role in building Macon into what you see today. For example, he brought in many businesses that created jobs for the people who live here. In fact, when the city of Macon built an airport, they named it after him. You know it. It's the Herbert Smart Airport. During World War II, the airport was turned into a military training area. It was then called the H. Smart Field and was used to train soldiers in chemical warfare activities. One mission in particular was to train American soldiers to protect themselves against possible exposure to harmful chemicals. One of the important training exercises was to train soldiers when to put on their gas masks in the event of a chemical attack. To help out in the training, training kits similar to this one were used. Let's talk about these kits. Inside each kit, as you can see, are glass vials with a clear liquid inside. Each glass vial contained a very small amount of the actual chemicals used, so they weren't as dangerous to the soldiers during training. As you can see, these chemicals were mixed with a non-dangerous liquid and kept in glass vials. To help train the soldiers, glass vials were taken into a building and broken. The soldiers would then run through the building and try to identify the different chemical smells. This was done to help them identify the smells so they would know when to put on their gas masks in the case of a chemical attack during war. Today, the H. Smart Field is used once again as a commercial airport and a flight training school. You know it as the Herbert Smart Airport. Surrounding the area are various businesses, schools, and other properties, including your house and playgrounds. So be careful. There may be parts of these chemical training kits still in the area. They may be found underground, in the grass, next to buildings, even in your own backyard. If you find a chemical training kit while playing in your neighborhood, remember, stop. Don't touch it. Mark the location, tell a parent, and contact the fire department.
Hi, I'm Demetrius Ellison with the Macon-Bibb County Fire Department, here to inform you. While playing in your neighborhood, if you find a chemical training kit, remember to stop, don't touch it, mark the location, tell an adult, and call the fire department. Let's take a look at a group of friends just like you who knew what to do when they found pieces of a training kit lying on the ground. Remember, the people you see here are actors. You may find different items in a training kit that may not look like the ones shown here.
What is it, Maria? Oh my goodness, I'll make the phone call, Maria. Thank you.
These children knew exactly what to do. It's very important to follow these directions. What are they? Stop, don't touch it, mark the location, tell an adult, and call the fire department. If you do not follow these directions immediately, the valve could break and you could be cut by the glass, or the liquids inside the valve may burn you if you accidentally touch it. Okay, let's review what we learned today. Who was Herbert Smart?
He was the mayor of Macon.
And what was Herbert Smart Airport used for during World War II?
To train soldiers in chemical warfare activities.
And what is the airport used for today?
For commercial flights and as a flight training school.
What is this?
That is part of a chemical training kit.
And what would you do if you find a chemical training kit?
Stop, do not touch, mark the location, tell an adult, call the fire department.
We learned a lot today. Remember to tell your parents, relatives, and friends about what you've learned. We must be aware of all dangers at all times. And while it's not likely that you will ever see or find pieces of a training kit, please remember, if you do, to follow the safety steps that we talked about today. What are they? Stop, don't touch it, mark the location, tell an adult, and call the fire department.